switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons. And ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
Squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, you don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, yeah, call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard from your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders.
Coach, as you know, being over in Orlando, still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Right, set, line 20.
54 Mike. Let's go, defense. Out of time.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And that's not the start that he was looking for as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Come on.
They'll try the right side with Jones. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
52's the mic, boys. 52.
72.
From the gun, it's Brady. He's got Evans. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Go Bandit!
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Hey.
When he hit!
Here's Brady to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too.
24 is the mic. Quit talking about it and bring it. 24 is the mic. Switch up, switch up.
Check it!
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 39-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they've watched the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game. That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can't he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, Bridgewater. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. Play fake. Bridgewater. Open man is Samuel. Complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point try good by Gano, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Wait, 20!
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Shadow!
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, at these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Brady, and this is caught by Evans. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Regular!
On first down, Jones. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Brady's got his guys first and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll run on first down. Jones, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Everson Griffin. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Caught, it's Wilson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
Shift. Hey, orbit.
Shotgun now for Brady. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Second down and goal. Brady, and it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. Now Brady again. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Mike, 45. Check, 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 check.
They just do get the playoff. Now Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. And that one is now a 2-touchdown lead for the Packers. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. Brady now on 1st down. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And got his man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
That's good for a Buccaneers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
You got 4. Check, 45 to Mike. Check, 45 to Mike. Tackles, tackle. 44. Crunch time, defense. Hey, check Mike, 45. Check Mike.
To throw, Bridgewater. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
45, 45, Mike, 45. Hey, we're pretty quiet, G, we're pretty quiet. 45 to Mike, 45 to Mike. Let's go, tight end, let's go right here now. Move.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 49-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Brady. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So it's first and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Operating from the gun, Brady, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Bucs have taken the lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on first and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Buccaneers' 48-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Bridgewater. And he's got the hook up to Moore. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. 54.
Brady going to throw. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. Brady now, 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Now Brady. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play, and a Buccaneer 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Buccaneer 1st, a pickup of 12 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Again, it's Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Jones has it. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Brady, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half, 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
Hey, 166.
To throw again. Brady. Caught by Wilson. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23.
And the Buccaneers, 1st down.
Wait, set. 72.
Patch it.
Alpha. Go.
52. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
On 1st down, Brady. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Shaq Thompson In there to bury him for a loss of 11. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hey, Alabama. Bravo.
56. Check 56.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Rip.
Throwing now is Brady. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Hey, switch gears.
72.
Now Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Well, that turned out how they wanted. Run the toss play to the left side, go for that pylon, get in there.
And just being able to understand where the pylon was and sneak it in there, well done, well executed.
Mike spot 4. Mike spot smooth. Get ready. Right there.
72.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
No. 45 to Mike.
Throwing, Bridgewater. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Where's 52?
They'll run it with Jones. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline.
That's a gain of 3.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Brady. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing again on second down. Bridgewater. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 40. Gronkowski, the intended receiver. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at about the 31. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They'll go again to Jones. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 11. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Wait, set. 53. Gold bandit.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Gold 50. Hey, foxtrot. Foxtrot.
Watch the whip.
Alpha.
To throw on 3rd down, Brady. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. A well-executed 22-yard gain. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Alert!
54 is Mike. 54.
Brady going to look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Brady again. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Hey, Delta.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And an alley to run. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he brings this one all the way back. So definitely good for the individual stats. Maybe not for our storyline, but he's in for the late score. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Wait, set. 53.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Let's go on. No, 66.
Chance.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Hey, gold 66.
Shit. Watch the shit. Hey.
Brady going to throw here. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football.
Hey, Alabama.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's 3rd down.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
On 3rd down. Brady. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the second time. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
45's the mark. Hey, we got to cut up.
Here's Bridgewater. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Bridgewater. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Intended for Robbie Anderson. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
49. Check 49.
Kill.
Bridgewater now from the 50. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for DJ Moore. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Bridgewater again. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
It's now 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Check safety.
One last shot now for Bridgewater. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Buccaneers 30, Panthers 13.
Honey, I dash, got it on, smash, foot on the. Then when I